All right. So I'm live now. Hello, everyone. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I apologize. Things have been busy in real life, but right now, as you probably saw in the title, I am going to be doing a live video of me getting some of the promenade deck done. Now, I haven't done this in a long. I haven't done really much with this aside from working on. Okay, some of these I'm definitely gonna have to apply more glue to, but I have off camera been attaching the wooden deck onto the plates, or the deck, plastic deck, whatever you call this. Sorry about that. That is a sneak preview of another project I'm working on. A and I've also been okay. I still need to tape up. So this one I'm probably gonna have to tape up live. This one looks good. This one I just glued and looks good taped. And then that one's taped. So yeah, that one's gonna be the only one that I will be doing a live tape up on. Let me just make sure I'm looking at this right. Okay, so yeah, I need 68 for pin screws for this one. All right, well, before we get to that, I'm going to start by bringing over the very front of our promenade deck and attaching this piece right here, which, as you can see, I've not only painted up, but also installed which one fell off. I was going to say I've installed the fake windows, which you guys get to see me put into place live due to the fact that the glue decided not to stick or hold. So let's get a bit of super glue out. Dip my needle in. Now I did do a bit of modifications to the part, as you can see. I sliced up the okay, and that's I sliced up a bit of the actual stock parts so that it would fit. Now, where did I put that accelerator? Sorry, I'm doing a bit of this on the fly because, well, unexpected stuff happened mid-video, so let's make sure that this is all right. Cipher a little speck. It should hopefully be fine. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Let's make sure yep, 68 is the one I'm gonna need. So we're gonna need AP screws and our little pins right there, which means I can toss that to the side. Now, while that's drying, I'm just going to carefully line up the tabs. on each side, which, as you can see, I have cut a good bit into the model to make sure that everything dries right. Anyways, I just wanted to do that check just to make sure everything will actually fit. Now I just want to also make sure that, okay, that's going to be a bit off, so I'm going to need to trim that one a bit. As for the other side, same thing. Let's pull that off. First, let's double check. Okay, just a tiniest bit more. Okay. Again, this is all live, so you can see live add-ons or changes. Okay, aside from you popping off, that's actually a good fit. Now I just need to do this side. Let's trim that off and still off. Let's actually do it this way. Let's trim it like that. And with that, we can now almost fit and with that, we can, this is really finicky. Let's just a smidge. Okay, sorry, I need to, here we are. All right, that should do it. So here, all right, so that should be that. As you can see, that's in place. Now we can attach the AP screws onto these two holes. But before I glue, or not glue, attach this onto here, I am going to do one more modification. And that's going to be in making this part actually reflective. Actually, no, I'll wait until I get it attached, then I'll make it reflective. Let's make sure that it's at the right area. But anyways, with those on, we can now attach this on like so. And then hold it into place using, once again, AP screws. Okay, I thought I dropped them for a second. Thankfully not. All right, that one's in place. Just want to check everything. Make sure everything's lined up in place and looking good. All right. Aside from a little bowing, it looks good. And like I said, now that I have that in place, I'm going to take this chrome marker even though it's a bit fat side. And I'm going to as much as I can. I need to run and grab a thinner one from Hobby Lobby sometime for the areas I can't quite reach. All right. Doesn't look like I got any on the with that. Don't know why they gave us 3 extra, but that is that on, and everything looks really good. And with that, that would complete almost. We still have quite a bit of stage 12, I think this. Yep, pack 12, which we will be ignoring today. Now, bit bit of this I've already done. Like, we can set this one aside and let the chrome marker paint dry. Because now it's talking about this part right here. Now, I think which in 69 they want us to attach the wind deck, which I've already done. I need to go back and make sure these edges are pinned down. But what they haven't and don't show. Or all right, what I'm going to be doing in addition to that will be attaching aluminum tape to this. And what I will be not doing is attaching the grand staircase. However, they do want us to attach this and the part that we just did and that I just finished together. But before I do any of that, let me go over here. Let me double check. That was 69, right? Yep, I'm on stage 69 with this, so I can scroll up if it'll let me. There we are. And now I can see how I'm going to be going about taping this, which, like I said, you guys are in luck. I'm going to be doing live. Let me just find my little tape. Here we are. And that's my alarm. I apologize. Normally I'd be not just working at this time, but I would be all right, sorry. Sorry about that as well. But yeah, here, sorry. I am going to do a quick tape up guide just to make sure I keep everything nice and straight in certain areas with this, as if I was going to paint it. I just want to remind me how everything's going to be going. All right, there's that. I know I'm wasting tape, but I just want to make absolute certain that this goes well. Let's line up and do another piece like that. Is that right? It helps me with that. And then just tiny sections. Oh, like that. All right. Well, with that, we can now begin the process of getting all of this taped up to be essentially like this. Now, how I've been going about this is I've been cutting strips off. Line it up and honestly, not really caring too much if it covers up holes like this until the very end. As soon as I have everything in place, although parts like that I do tend to focus on. and clearing the areas for. Okay, I really need to glue that back down because that is going to get really annoying really fast. Give it 1 second. Let me get some more of this. Same goes for that. I'm going to get a bit more glue in place. And run it along the edge. Wipe off any excess. Seems like it was just this one edge, aside from another thing. Here, let's get one of these clamps. Actually, that seems to be holding now. I don't really need that anymore. However, I do want to at least down there. Here. Push that down like so. All right. Anyways, as soon as I'm sure that's dry and everything looks good. All right. Anyways, let's go back to working on this right now. Let's cut yet another strip. Doesn't matter if it overlaps or not. That actually might even be better if it does. Will help ensure a nice proper coverage. Once again, let's get this part right here up, clean, and ready to go. Smooth it out. Yeah, I believe that should be nice and dry by now. All right. Makes doing this a lot easier. Let's cut another strip. Length doesn't really matter too much, but I do want to make sure everything has a nice proper coverage. Sorry, so my hair is a bad spot. After I'm done with this, I'll a little bit right here. I'm going to reposition my headset so that all hair is out of my face. Now, I'm pretty sure a good bit of you are going to be wondering, one sec, if this will affect the electronics. I've already tested it, and that is a no. It will not affect the electronics. In fact, it actually helps with the light distribution and also helps with the light diffusion. Or not distribution, light blocking. Because not only is it essentially using something reflective, if and pretty thick to block the light, it's also essentially, instead of allowing the light to shine downward or up through the plastic, it's bouncing it back down. And because the bottom section also has the same material on it, it's bouncing it back up, and which allows the light to shine instead of through the plastic into the upper chambers, back down. Down, up, and as it does that, it will essentially begin shining outward. Anyways, I don't need this side anymore. Actually, I don't need these ones anymore. I have enough placed on the other edges that will allow me to not worry about. I want to at least get this. All right, that's that cleaned up. Let's also slice that like so, so that that goes down nice and flat. And then repeat everything and doing the same thing over onto this side. a little too stuck. There, all right, and with that in place, let's place another section to go over like that. And like I said, this little hole and then these two areas will be reopened, including over in this part right here. In fact, just to make sure that everything looks good, I'm going to start taping up over here. And I just heard a cat. Now, just to make it easier for me, I'm going to instead of doing a small slit like over here, I'm going to just remove a section of tape. And then over here, let's do the same thing. Remove a small square. This way I can make sure that when I put on the aftermarket grand staircase, all the attachment points are completely unobstructed. And just like I said, I also carve out that screw hole. Now over here is going to be a bit tricky, but I should be able to get. Let's slice a section of this. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're cover the entire thing. But if you can get a good majority of this done, that should be fine. Nope. And news on Optimus, actually. By next month, I should have the display stand, so I should be able to have everything I need for him. And soon. And let's do that. Place it. Line with that. Apply it down. All right. And with that, we can now begin avoiding that nub. Oh, I don't want to pull too much off. And that's going to be a bit closer. We're still going to need to cut a piece off. I do want to just make sure that all right, just to make it easier on me, I'm going to do this trick. Let's do that. Then let's place it down like so. Let's again set that down like so. And once lined up, do that. And with that, that side done. Let's then, I'll just toss that extra bit away and quickly slice it like that. All right, that's that one done. Let's quickly slice another bit off. Did not mean to knock my mic like that, but put that like that. Let's begin taping up along the length of the promenade like so. Let's then cut one last, oops, length for the for in between the two nubs. Let's then all right. And then lastly, let's slice here. So we can line up with All right, almost done taping this up. Let's slice that like so. I wonder, could I? Yeah, I can definitely get that pushed down. Let's. Did not mean to knock that down. All right, no, that's not gonna do it. Let's do that. And all right, almost done with the underside of this. All that's left for me to do is, well, slice out the marine in that last hole for wiring, and there we are. That is this underside. Now, like I was saying earlier, if I could find it. Okay, here we are. We're going to need AP screws again for this. This was stage 6. Okay, let's actually put this away really quick. I want to make sure it's not going to get in the way or get full. 3, 4, 1, 2. All right. This one was. What stage is this again? 69. Yours. Stage 32 of your engine room. You're 70. Here we are. Here's what I'm looking for. And with this, we will be completing stage 69. And like I said, or demonstrated, that's how I have been light blocking lately. I've been applying tape to the air hole. You know what? Let's bring this over so I can put the screws I need. I don't know why they gave us 7 of these, but with that done and all of these most likely fully adhered, I can flip this over, line up the two halves, like so. Let me double check something really quick. Let me double check something really quick. Okay, it wasn't. See, I got that right. Sorry, I just want to double check and make sure that Will, I did the taping right on that one. Anyways, now that we have this in place, we can just put the 4 screws into place. So there's one, and I'm going to do this one side at a time. I just want to make sure that I get this fully pinned down so that I don't have any pain before I attach to the intersection. Inside screws. All right. Extremely tight, but I don't want to dig into anything, so I'm just going to do it until it feels nice and tight. All right, that one's probably just stripped. All right. But with that, that's that done. And just for fun, even, oh yeah, that's probably why they gave us extra, because we were supposed to attach this on. But just for fun, I am going to show you guys where this would have sat. All right, let me just make sure I'm putting this in the right way. Okay, for some reason it does not want to. Oh, that's right. Hey, why? It's because I'm putting this in on the wrong side. This would have gone in like that. And that's how it would have sat. But I'm completely replacing this with a aftermarket one, which I will be ordering at a later time. But for now, that would be 69 complete. Now on to 70, which again, as you can see, I've already taped up but we are once again going to be attaching it onto the bottom of this, like so, and using, once again, AP screws, which completes this box. I really need to get one of those screw organizers so I can go through and put all of my spare screws all in one container. But just like last time, I'm going to do the outer side first. All right, there's that one. Now, I know I said I was going to do the engine room and do some of the engine room on camera and some off camera, but honestly, I'm kind of considering just doing the entire, well, not the entire thing, just the parts that go on here off camera and just show you guys how it's all put together onto the floor. It just seems like it would be easier to do it that way and less time consuming because doing the other engines walkways was a nightmare here because it just did not want to always work or not always line up. And I also want to make sure that doesn't just line up. I also want to make sure it doesn't impede with the piston. But anyways, with that done, we have 70 complete. And we can finally attach the last one, 71, onto this last section right here, which I need to dig for. 73, 74, 70, here we are, 71. Which I just need the screws, since I already have everything else. All right. Now with this, I just need to get 4 screws out. And once again, attach them to these 4 points right here. Now, I will be buying the aftermarket parts to begin working on getting the superstructure windows in place. Speaking of which, I should probably start cutting it and cutting frosting and gluing the aftermarket windows for the grand staircase in place sometime soon. But one step at a time. That's 3. This will make 4. Now, once again, once everything's in place, I am going to kind of do a jump through because, well, one, ooh, I did ship and release you a bit. All right. Other than that, that looks pretty good. Nothing else came up. But yep, that would be indeed done. There's only one done. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I am going to jumping through a bit and ignoring the parts that are telling me to put structures onto the deck because for now I just want to focus on the lights and everything else and such. So I'm going to skip the ladders, skip the vents, skip the little housing unit that would sit right here. And I'm just going to get the stair, or not stairs, the LED for this. Pull out 72. Here's that LED unit and a wire. Now I'm guessing there's going to be a part that they're going to want us to use in this. So let's keep 72 to the side for now. Now this part's going to go right up against right here. So scooch this down and this will sit right. I'm just going to right in there. Now I'm just going to grab the tester and test board really quick. I don't want to test the light just yet. I'm going to do that once I get everything in place. I just want to get it ready. But there's that one in place. And again, I'm going to skip through all that because right now they're talking about installing the stairs and such. Okay. I can skip 73, especially since I'm not sure if anything. Oh, no, not yet. There's a part in 73 I'm going to need. You're 74, 73 right here. All right. Here, I'm going to set that one there for now. Put you back in there. And then this one will be going in like so. Let's make sure we are careful because we do not want to damage anything. Just make sure it's all lined up. All right, let's flip this. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's place this using something nice and thin. Let's actually let's do this. use this to help punch a small hole like so, so that I could. Sorry, you're probably not going to be able to watch what I'm doing since this is finicky. Let's make sure one side is fully seated and use. Okay, that was close. I thought I would snap. Okay, I'm worried about that light. Am I doing? Let me double check something really quick. I want to make sure I don't break anything. Okay, that's that. Bum. Anyway, so yeah, this guy, and he bent his like that. Not only does it should hopefully. All right, so yeah, should be easier if you bend it like that. Now I just hope it's not going to interfere or be broken, but I think it should also make it easier to light everything up without this being seen in there. Yeah, he says he just bent it vertically, so it was just for visibility. I found mine was being difficult, so that's why I bent mine up. Now let's just grab the staircase again. Yeah, I agree with him because if we hadn't done that, we would have had just a giant bulb sitting right in here visible. So yeah, that looks really a lot better. And as well, oops. And that is 73. Now on to 74, and then we'll be done with this pack and able to move on to the next one. No, for now, at least. I do want to, at the very least, make sure. And we'll come back to the window frames and everything later. Not sure about the parts that will stand right here, though. Okay. Yeah, that'll chip in the. Let's see, can I maybe orientate this? Here, let's grab this and see if I can save the. All right, I think I saved it. Let me just double check. Was there a wire that? Yep, there is a wire that comes with this one. All right, let's carefully. After I get that annoying scrap off, let's flip this back over carefully. And then this one will be surprisingly, I think like an additional brace because it looks like this one's going to be going in between this joining section right here. And once again, we still have more to do, but that is it for all that I'm going to be doing in stage 44 and pack 13, at least until I get the aftermarket parts. And let's see, 76. Ah, here we are. Next thing I'm going to do is grab 75 right here. And let's, yeah, I assume I'm going to have to do the same thing I did in the previous stage, where I folded the light bulb. I'm just going to do that. Let's carefully bend the light bulb up. And again, it's going to appear to be a additional brace because that's actually holding and going in between another two halves. Now let's see, are we going to finally almost, because there is one more LED in 76 that we're going to need to install. And this one will be going. Let's double check, just to make sure. All right, so yeah, it's going to go this way with the wire facing the LED we just put in. And then the wire, let me just make sure I'm looking at this right. J. Goes, yeah, it goes into this one right here, J2. Just make sure I'm putting this in the right way and carefully not accidentally ripping it out. This is going to be Okay, this is gonna be difficult. Nope, nope. Just needs the right tool. All right, now we have that one plugged in. So this was 72, 73, 74, and 75 is still in there. All right, so it's saying this one from 72 goes into that's the wrong side. I need to put you in this. Nope, it was just the wrong end. All right, there's that one. Then the wire goes around and then plugs in over here into J3. I'm gonna have to make sure. I'm gonna make sure that towards the end we pin this down elf alignment or elf site. Anyways, next we take 73. Okay, I'm not sure what's going to go into J1, but we take the 73rd wire and plug it into J3. If I can get it lined up. There we are. And then this one goes into J1 on this side. Again, we will eventually be pinning this down just to make sure everything's self-site. And then this wire from 4 will be going into J. Okay, so it looks like it's going to J3. And I just dropped the wire. Okay, I see it. Okay. Let's make sure I get this in right, or at least the right. Yep, there's that one. And then this one will go around both. Into J3 from here, which this one's going to be a bit, this one feels a bit taut. Come on. Actually feels like this one might be one of the easier ones currently to wire tie here at the moment. In fact, let me do a temporary wire tie. Let's take some of this painter's tape and see if I can pin this down. Okay, where did I put the... In fact, when I get to this, I'm probably going to just... Hey, when we are told to wire tie, I'm probably just going to use a piece of aluminum tape or something to help with the proper wire tie. All right, and that last wire from 75 is our LED test wire, I assume, because I remember seeing somewhere that we're going to be pulling out the wires for this. So let me grab that wire if I can find it. I left it in one of these. Where did I put you? 75. Oh yeah, I never even placed it back in the box. But just for now, let's turn that off. Actually, I wonder, is this wire even going to be coming out? Or am I... Here, let's just keep it nice and loose for now. All right, everything lights up. Everything looks good. And then the rest of this is just going on about the hull. All right, now, with that, I will consider this done. Thank you for watching, and once I know what section I'm going to be working on, or if I get any new upgrades, or repaint any sections of ship, I will come back and do another one of these. Till then, see you later.